Hello everyone, so in this video we will learn how to automatically send WhatsApp notifications for new WooCommerce orders and add it to Google Sheets. So the idea is that if a new order is made by the customer on your WooCommerce store, a WhatsApp message will be sent to that respondent. Also, the details of that order will be added to your Google Sheet. But the issue here is there is no direct connection between WooCommerce, WhatsApp and Google Sheets. So therefore, I will be using an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates WooCommerce, WhatsApp and Google Sheets. The best part here is a person without any technical background can perform this integration easily. Now before I show you the steps, how about we begin with a real-time example. Okay, so this is my WooCommerce product called as 𝗪𝗵𝘆 and this is my Google Sheet. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a dummy purchase as a customer called as 𝗪𝗆, and then we will see whether the data of this particular order is added into Google Sheet or not. Okay, so we have a guy called as 𝗪𝗆 and he's making the purchase. He's just going to click on add it to cart. Okay, and then proceed to checkout. Okay, so let me just add the details of this guy called as 𝗪𝗆. So these are the details of 𝗪𝗆. Okay, so let me just add the state. So he's from Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and then this is the phone number of 𝗪𝗆. Okay, then we have the email address. So these are the details of the person called as 𝗪𝗆. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on place order. Okay, so the order is made by a person called as 𝗪𝗆. So let's have a look. Do we have the details of 𝗪𝗆 in our Google Sheet or not? Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so the data hasn't arrived, so let me just refresh this Google Sheet. Okay, so as you can see, we have the details of this guy in Google Sheet. We have the order number, we have the product, that is 𝗪𝗆, the name, the email, the price, address and the phone number. And also let me just show you the message that 𝗪𝗆 has received because he has made a purchase on my WooCommerce store. Okay, so as you can see, this is the message that 𝗪𝗆 has received. Dear 𝗪𝗆, this is Pay to Vault, that's the name of my store. Thank you for your purchase from Pay to Vault. Again, this is the name of the store. We are in the process of fulfilling your order. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask here on WhatsApp. So this is the payment order. Okay, so when he clicks this, he will be redirected to his order page. So you must be thinking, how did I do it? How did I manage to send the data from WooCommerce to Google Sheets to WhatsApp? So basically here we have used an integration and automation software called as Pabbly Connect that integrates WooCommerce to Google Sheets to WhatsApp. Now the most important thing here I have to tell you is once you create an integration with Pabbly Connect, then every time a new order is made in WooCommerce, a WhatsApp message will be sent to the customer. And also the details of that order will be automatically added into Google Sheets. Interesting, it isn't? So in the new tab, let me just type pabbly.com. So we are just beginning the step. So in the new tab, just type pabbly.com, Pabbly.com, press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. All you have to do is just click on sign up for free. You can create your own account in just 2 minutes. In my case, I have already created an account. So let me just straight away click on sign in. So this is the landing page of Pabbly. All you have to do is just scroll down and here you will find connect. Just click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, create workflow. Click this, a dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as WooCommerce to WhatsApp. Now we are using WATI to send the WhatsApp message. Okay. Google Sheets. Okay, WooCommerce to WhatsApp to Google Sheet. Now I repeat again, we are using WATI. WATI is a software to send WhatsApp message. Okay, and in case if you are using some other software like Chat API, the process is almost the same. So let me just straight away click on create. So when you click on create, you will have 2 windows, the trigger window as well as the action window. Now in the trigger, let me add WooCommerce because we want to send the data from WooCommerce. WooCommerce it is. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as order updated? Okay, so where is order updated? Order updated, order updated, yes. So you must be thinking, why the trigger event is order updated? It should be something like new order created. Okay, there is one more, that is new order created. Why order updated? Why not new order created? Well, the answer is very simple. Let me just straight away take you to my WooCommerce store. Okay, let me just go to the dashboard first, and from there I will be taking you to the order section. So where are the orders? So here I'm just going to show you all the orders that has been made, okay, the recent orders. So this is the recent one. If you may remember, it was made by a guy called as 𝗏𝗏𝗼𝗯𝗍, and the status at this point is processing. So let's have a look at the order. Okay, so as you can see, when we make the order, the status at present is showing processing. Okay, but when an order is made, it doesn't mean that the order is totally completed. It can be also on hold, it can be completed, it can be cancelled, it can be refunded, it can be failed, it can be just a draft. So we want all those all those orders whose payment is currently as processing. The status is processing. We don't want the cancel, refunded, failed, draft, so or even put on hold. We want those order which is actually on the processing mode. Okay, the status is on processing mode. So that is why I have made sure that the trigger event is order updated. Okay, so the essence here is we are just trying to integrate WooCommerce to Pabbly Connect. So these are the steps you have to follow, or you can just follow me. It's much easier. So first of all, let's have a visit to WooCommerce. So this is my WooCommerce plugin, and just click on settings. Open this in a new tab. Okay, so this is the settings page. Just click on advanced. Okay, so here in the advanced, you will find the option called as webhooks. Just click on webhooks. Okay, so now we are going to create a new webhook. Just click on add webhook. Okay, so first of all, we have to give a name to this webhook. I'm going to give it as, let's say, a random name. WooCom to G Sheets, small term for Google Sheets, and WhatsApp. Of course, you can give any name. It's totally on you. WhatsApp. Okay. And then we have to change the status from the default disabled to active. The topic shall be order updated. Okay, order updated, not created, order updated. Make sure it is always order updated. Now comes the most important part, the delivery URL. So this is your delivery URL. You just copy this. Okay, and then you just paste it here. Okay, so we have the delivery URL. We have also entered the delivery URL. The secret will remain empty. The API version will remain same as WP REST API integration v3. Just click on save webhook. Okay, so our webhook is getting saved. Excellent. So basically at this point, it means that we have integrated WooCommerce to Pabbly Connect. So what we are going to do here is, let's have a look. Yes, it is showing the value. Basically means the integration is a positive one. There is a perfect integration. So once again, let me just click on recapture webhook response. Let me just click on yes. So what we're going to do here is we are going to make a dummy purchase. Okay, so once again, we are going to make a dummy purchase. So first of all, let me just go to all products. So these are all the products that I have in my WooCommerce store. Now out of all these, I'm going to work with a select product. Okay, so how about this one, Rolex Mariner. So this is a watch. Let me just open this in a new tab. Okay, so let me just straight away click on add to cart. Okay, so then let me just straight away click on proceed to checkout. Okay, so once again, let's say we have a guy, we are going with a different guy this time. Okay, so this one. So we have a person called as 𝗏𝗏𝘆. She is working in, let's say, IBM. Okay, so these are the details. 𝗏𝗏𝘆, IBM. Let me just fix the spelling. 𝗏𝗏𝘆. Okay. The first name is Reina, the last name is Manuel. This is the company she works in. This is the street address. And then let me just add the place. I'm working with Madhya Pradesh because I really don't know the zip code of the rest of the countries or rest of the places. So that is why I'm working with this one. Okay. And let me just add the phone number. Okay, so we have added all the details. We have also added the phone number as well as the email address. So Reina is going to make a purchase, okay, of the Smart Mariner watch phone. Let me just smartphone. Let me just click on place order. So the order is getting created by WooCommerce. So yeah, the order has been made. Now let's have a look, since Pabbly Connect is integrated with WooCommerce, has the details of this particular order arrived in Pabbly Connect or not? So let's have a look. Okay, so the data hasn't arrived. Just give it 1 or 2 seconds. It will arrive soon. Yes, the data has arrived. So we have, as you can see, the status, it is showing it as processing. Now this is the most important thing that we have to work on. Okay, the status, it is showing it as processing. Then we have the currency as Indian rupees. Okay, then this is the total amount. This is the name of the customer. This is the last name of the customer. We have the company as IPM. Then we have the address line 1. Then we have the address line 2. This is the postcode. This is the state, and this is the phone. This is the phone number, and this is the zip code. So basically on this phone number, we are going to send the WhatsApp message, and this is how you do it. Okay. Now before we create action window for WhatsApp, there is something else we have to do. As you can see, the status, it is showing as processing. Now as I mentioned earlier, there are many other status like on hold, draft, completed, stopped, or refunded. So we just want those data in which the status is kept as processing. We don't want the rest of them. We don't want on hold, we don't want on draft, we don't want on completed. We just want the status for processing. So we are going to apply a filter. The filter will allow only those data whose status is processing. So this is how you do it. You just scroll down, you go to the action window, you select the choose app as filter. Okay, filter it is. Action part, what we are going to do here is we are going to first mention status as processing is equal to processing. Okay, I'm just going to copy this. Okay, and I'm going to paste it here. Imagine if the status is showing as on hold. Okay, so the status on hold, which is not equal to processing. And then what Pabbly Connect will do is it won't allow that data to flow. It will only allow that data in which the status is processing is equal to processing. So let me just click on save and send test request, and it will give the data as condition as true, because this is indeed true. The status is equal to processing. If the status was on hold or refunded or something like that, the message would have shown this condition as false. Okay, so now we are ready. Now we are ready to work with 𝗏𝗏. Okay, so what's the deal with 𝗏𝗏? So if you don't know 𝗏𝗏, we are using 𝗏𝗏 to send the WhatsApp messages. So in the choose app, let me just add 𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏 it is. Okay, so now in the action event, how about we make it as send template message? Okay, just simply click on connect. We are going with the new connection. Now we have to add the API endpoint and the access token. Okay, so to get the API endpoint and the access token, let's have a visit to 𝗏𝗏. So this is my 𝗏𝗏 account. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm just going to click on these 3 horizontal line, and here you will find the option API docs. We click here. So this is my access token and this is my API endpoint. I'm just going to copy the API endpoint and I'm just going to paste it here. Easy. Then we have the access token. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. So we have added the API endpoint. We have added the access token. Let me just straight away click on save. Okay, so we have some fields. So we are going to map all the data one by one. So let's start with the easy one, that is the WhatsApp number. So this is the number that has been added or given by the customer. So this is the WhatsApp number. If you don't remember, this is the one. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to map that particular detail here. I'm just going to click here, I'm just going to click here, and I'm just going to straight away map the phone number. But there is one issue. As you can see, it's demanding the country code. Now the country code for India is 91, so we have added it. Now we have to mention the template. So the template by default, it is showing WooCommerce default follow-up V1 or something. So if you're working with 𝗏𝗏, you should know that you have some default templates. Let me just show you. Let me just go to the broadcast and let me just go to the template message. So these are the default templates I have for WooCommerce. Now imagine if I want to work with Shopify. So I have to work with these template. Okay, so let me just have a look. Is it showing Shopify? Nope. So let me just remove this. Yeah. So we do have the Shopify. I'm sorry. Let me just once again add Shopify. Okay, so yeah. So these are the templates for Shopify. Okay, now if I want to work with leads, so these are the templates for leads. Okay, yeah. Lead update and lead welcome. So it has a bunch of default template, and your obvious question is, what is a template here? So let me just once again go to WooCommerce. Okay, so these are the templates for WooCommerce, and I'm going to work with the template that is WooCommerce, abandoned recovery, order completed, order fulfilled, order refund, and order follow-up. So I'm going to work with this one. Okay, so we are going to work with this one, order complete V1. Now, if you want to understand what's really a template, so let's have a look at the template. So this is the template. Okay, so these are the bunch of lines that will be added to our, that will be sent as our WhatsApp message. Dear, and here the name of the customer will come. This is the shop. Here the WooCommerce shop name will come. Thank you for your purchase, and here the shop name will come once again, and then we are in process of fulfilling your order and so and so. You can view your order, and here the order number will come, and then we have the order status URL. So this is the message that will be sent, and here the variation will be brought in the name, the shop name, the order number, and the order status, because these are the things that will keep on changing for each customer. So what we're going to do here is, first of all, let me just go to Pabbly Connect, okay, and in the template we're going to make it as default order complete v1. So this is the template that we want to work with. Now in the broadcast name, I'm just going to add a broadcast name as new order from WooCommerce. Okay, so this is the one, new order from WooCommerce. This is the broadcast name. Now, if you're wondering what's a broadcast name, so let me just show you the broadcast name. Okay, so let me just go to the broadcast history. Okay, so as you can see, this is the name, WooCommerce data new, WooCommerce data new, and then we have new Facebook leads. So these are the broadcast name, okay, shown in the broadcast list. So when the message will be sent this time, it will be shown as new order from WooCommerce. Okay, now comes the most important part. So what we're going to do here is, first of all, we have to make sure that the template, so let me have a look at the template once again. Okay, so let me just go back to the template messages, and here we have default order complete. So this is the one. Okay, so here we have the name, the shop name once again, then we have the order number and the order status URL. So we have 4 individual fields, 4 individual unique fields. One is name, one is the shop name. Now this is similar, that is shop name, we can just ignore it. We have the order number and the order status URL. Okay, the name, the shop name, the order number, and the order status URL. So follow my lead. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to copy this simple code. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, I'm going to paste this 4 times. Okay, so after a comma, I'm going to paste it once again. After a comma, I'm going to paste it once again. Okay, so we have custom parameters 4 times. Now we are going to work with this one, okay, that is the name. So this is the first one, dear. I'm just going to copy the name, okay, and here I'm just going to remove this and I'm going to paste it here. Easy. Now the value of the name is the value of the customer's name. Okay, so I'm just going to remove blue, okay, and I'm going to map in the name. Now if you don't remember the name, which is actually, I also don't remember the name. Okay, the name of the person was 𝗪𝗵𝘆. So this is the name of the customer, 𝗪𝗵𝘆. So we are going to map that detail here. We are just going to click here, we are just going to click here, and here I'm just going to map the name of the person, Reina. If you want, you can map the full name. Okay, so this is how you map the full name, and let me just add the name, last name. Okay, 𝗪𝗵𝘆. Okay, now we have the body something like this, dear 𝗪𝗵𝘆. Here dear 𝗪𝗵𝘆 will come. Then we have the shop name. So I'm just going to copy this, okay, and what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to remove this field, that is color. I'm going to paste this shop dash name, okay, underscore dash name. Then we have the value. Value is what is the name of the shop. If you remember, the name of my shop is 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏. I'm just basically copying this, okay, or you can just manually add it. It's totally on you, but I'm too lazy to do such things. So I'm just basically copying this and pasting it here, 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏. Okay, so the message would something look like, dear 𝗪𝗵𝘆, this is 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏. Thank you for your purchase from 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏. So up to here it is all clear. Then we have the last 2. You can view your order, that is the order number as well as the order status URL. So let me just go to this part once again. Okay, so we have the third one. So this will be for order number. I'm just going to remove this. I'm going to go here. I'm just going to copy this. Okay, and I'm going to paste it here. Now if you understand, you can do it your own. And let me just remove the value. Okay, that was blue. Go to the first part, and this is the order number, that is ID 50070. So this is the order number. Now if you don't understand where this data come from, so this is the data. Okay, so this is the order ID. So we have got it. Then we have the last one. So this will look something like this. If you can view your order, and then we have the order ID, that is 50070, and then we have the status URL. So this is the last one. I'm just going to copy this. Okay, and once again I'm just going to remove this color. and I'm going to paste order status URL. Now the value is this one. Okay, now this is a URL that we have to add. Now the URL is something like link or something you will get from here. Let me just show you. Okay, let me just show you that. Okay, yeah, so this is the one. Let me just show you link. Okay, yeah, so this is the one. Okay, link 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏. So I'm just going to scroll down. I'm just going to click here. I'm just going to click here, or straight away let me just add link. Okay, link 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏. So this is the order URL. Okay, order status URL. So at this point, all you have to do is just click on save and send test request to send this message. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so the response is a positive one, and let me just straight away show you the screenshot of the message. So this is the screenshot of the message. Okay, that is hello 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏, and this is the value ID, and then we have the link URL. So this is the message that Reena has got for her purchase on my WooCommerce store, that is pay to vault. Now what we are going to do here is, after sending the message on WhatsApp, we are going to make sure that details of this order is added into my Google Sheet for backup. And this is how you do it. You go to the plus button, you click here. This is because we want to add one more action window. We select the choose app as Google Sheets. Google Sheets. Now in the action event, how about we make it as add new row? So you must be thinking why the action event is made as add new row. So to explain you better, let me just straight away take you to my newly created Google Sheet. So this is my newly created Google Sheet. We have order ID, we have product, we have customer name, customer email, price, address, and the phone number. So the idea is that we are going to input the data into adjacent cells one by one. So once all the data will be input into these cells, a row will be created. So that is why I have made sure the action event is add new row. So let me just straight away click on connect. We have the new connection. Just click on connect with Google Sheets. So these are the series of Gmail accounts I have. So I'm working with this account. This is the Gmail account which contains this Google Sheet. So let me just straight away click on continue. Okay, excellent. The authorization is successful. We don't have to do anything because our authorization is successful. So by default, it is showing the select spreadsheet as content marketing for SaaS software, which is kind of wrong. We want this sheet, that is WooCommerce sales data. We click here, and this is the sheet that we want, WooCommerce sales data. Earlier, we had worked on this one, order data. Okay, so let me just click here and show you that one also. This is the Google Sheet order data. Okay, so my point is very clear. All the spreadsheet that is present in my Gmail account is being reflected here, but I'm interested in this one, that is WooCommerce sales data. As you can see in the select sheet, it is showing sheet 1. This is because there is only one sheet, that is sheet 1. Okay, there is only one sheet, that is sheet 1. Okay, so let's start mapping. We have the order ID. If you already know this, this is the order ID. We have mapped it. Easy. Then we have the product. The product was something Mariner or something, or we can just manually search for it. Rolex Mariner. Okay, so we have mapped it. Then we have the customer name. So the customer name was something Reena-Manuel. Let's enter the full name, Reena-Manuel. Okay, that's done. Then we have the email address. So if you are finding yourself lazy to search for it, just manually type it. So this is the one, and we have mapped it, reena123@gmail.com. Now these are all the data that we have received from the trigger window, which is basically our WooCommerce account, that is basically from WooCommerce. Then we have the price. The price was what was the price? That is 800. Okay, we have mapped it. Then we have the address. We click here, and this is the whole address, and we have mapped it. Then we have the phone number. We click here, and let me just add the phone number. So this is the phone number. So at this point, all you have to do is just click on save and send test request to send this data to WooCommerce. So let me do that. Okay, so this is the data, and this is the sheet WooCommerce sales data. So let's have a look. Yes, we have the order ID, we have the product name, we have the customer name, we have the email, we have the price, we have the address, we have the phone number. So as you can see, a new row has been created by inputting the data into the adjacent cells one by one. So the presence of this data indicates we have a successful integration between WooCommerce, WhatsApp, and Google Sheet. Now, before you leave, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So let me just minimize this action window, and I'm going to minimize this action window, and I'm going to minimize this action window, and I'm going to minimize the trigger window. So basically, this is the whole process in a nutshell. First, you integrated WooCommerce to Pabbly Connect, And then you have made sure that only those data will flow in which the order status is processing. That is why you have applied filter. After that, you have integrated 𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏 is a software to send the WhatsApp message. You have worked on a template, and using that template, you have composed a message. And every time a new customer makes a purchase, the data fields will change accordingly. And here you have introduced Google Sheets and integrated with Pabbly Connect. And after that, you have made sure the data of WooCommerce arrives in Google Sheets automatically. Now we have a perfect flow of data between WooCommerce, 𝗏𝗏, and Google Sheets. Excellent. Pabbly.ly.com, pabbly.com, press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. Just hover on products, and here you will find Connect. Just click on Connect. Okay, so this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. All you have to do is just click on sign up for free. Here you can build your own account in just 2 minutes. After that, in my case, I have already built an account. So let me just click on sign in.